Jeremy Mullins, registered dietitian, affiliate owner, 2 affiliates in West Virginia. Also a previous college professor, and kind of retired from that to do my affiliates, and I have my own private practice, weight loss, wellness, and do some consulting work for HQ. You know, what I've done the last year is work with affiliates doing lectures, and what we're finding is, you know, just like in training programs, there's a lot of variance in nutritional programs based upon the individual. So we're finding that's very individualized as far as what we're looking for to bring that athlete to their highest potential. And that's what I'm kind of, working with today, is going around just asking, athletes what their diet looks like. Trying to find, is there a trend, or is there a concept that is very important that we're looking for, or is it truly individualized and every individual is going to be, totally different or slightly different. Rich, just give us a typical maybe breakfast and a broad term of your nutrition program.
Well, there's no real nutrition program. Breakfast, usually some peanut butter, maybe a little bit of jelly, no bread. Not really, just because I just don't like bread, to be honest. And then milk, whole milk usually. Post-workout, I'm lucky enough to have a milk machine in our weight room because we're at the Tennessee Tech Strength and Conditioning Center.
Nice.
And so depends on how many workouts I do, but usually it's chocolate milk or Progenics. So
as a recovery,
or Progenics mixed with chocolate milk.
And we were talking earlier, the good thing about doing the dairy is, Rich has no intolerances to dairy, so he tolerates it fine. He's able to have it. And that's what I found today, interviewing a lot of athletes today and yesterday, is a lot of people are still using the chocolate milk, either mixed with the Progenics, depending on the volume of the WOD, or just doing a simple carbohydrate amino acid mix.
Right.
Michelle, quick, broad summary of your diet plan and maybe a good example of a breakfast on a typical day.
All right. Gotten really clean since the start of the Open. Nutrition, I'm one to kind of succumb to those temptations, the cookies and not just the sweets, but the salty stuff too. But been a little bit more disciplined, especially the last month or so. I've been really strict with my diet, clean, meats, vegetables, a little bit of fruit, and nuts and seeds, that whole deal.
Awesome. Just give us, like I said, that pure example of a breakfast. It's a Wednesday morning. You've got maybe a strength session that day going on as far as a workout, maybe a Metcon. Give us an example of a breakfast you would use that morning.
All right. Got to start off with coffee and lots of it. At least 3 cups. Got to have it. Berries, mixed berries, and almond butter heated up in the microwave. It's sweet. It's nice. It goes great with coffee. 3 eggs over easy, and 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and that's it. And that's what I do every day, and I don't get sick of it. Oh, and a few Brazil nuts too.
Nice.
I heard those are good for you.
So she's got a great combination there of what we could consider paleo foods, but also still the zone concepts of having a protein and fat with the breakfast. Training sessions or even a competition day. Are you going to stick with the chocolate milk and the Progenics as recovery?
Yeah, pretty much. I try not to change too much stuff. Try to stay pretty even. And it's the good thing about the Progenics and the chocolate milk is it's right there and it's just easy for me to do. I don't know if it wasn't there what I would do, to be honest, but it's just my plan.
Preference. And that's what I find with a lot of my athletes, and we're doing the questionnaire is, using a sweet potato and chicken is great sources.
It's tough.
But it's not feasible to do, especially 3 minutes post WOD, body temperature's up, you're not really hungry at that time. As we're watching the competition this weekend and last weekend Central East, multiple workouts in a day. What is your recovery drink or recovery meal that you've been using?
Okay, still going with Progenics. I really like the stuff. Tastes awesome, and I really do feel recovered after having it. But when there's more time in between workouts and I need to get some actual food in me, I'll have some just pulled chicken, boiled, sweet potato apple mix in a crock pot. I learned that from Jay Leiden from CrossFit Endurance. Love that. Get some good carbs with some powdered cinnamon on it, and that's what I've been doing in between workouts this weekend. Some coconut water, what else? A few almonds. I try to stay away from the fats. Just trying to hit some carbs and some proteins in between. I'm trying to think, and just tons of that Gatorade stuff with the protein, and it tastes like crap, but my coach is shoving it down my throat. So
Awesome.
Seems to work. I don't know.
Yeah, so and yeah, that's the thing that we're seeing is, you know, these multiple workouts in a day. You know, you do want those, you know, simple sugars in as far as the Gatorade, and you know, getting the Progenics as far as the micronized whey protein. That way, it's quick, convenient, and it's digested very fast. But yeah, I mean, looking at, you know, physiologically and understanding the body, you know, we know that a post-WOD nutrition or post-exercise nutrition is going to be simple carbohydrate that digests fast, you know, with some pre-digested proteins. You know, that way it's digested very quickly. There's a small insulin response. The insulin response is going to push you know, the amino acids and the sugar into the muscle cells. So we know that from a physiological standpoint. And what's cool is we're seeing is, you know, everyone is doing a simple carbohydrate, you know, with the protein, whether it be chocolate milk, whether it be Gatorade, Progenics. It doesn't really matter, but what we're really looking for is that mixture. There's been plenty of studies done, actually in the endurance world, more on a 4-to-1 ratio for carbohydrate to 1 gram of protein. And what I've used with my athletes and what we've been using a lot is, depending on their insulin sensitivity, you know, more of a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 for our CrossFit athletes. You know, and that's what, you know, as we talked to some athletes already yesterday and this morning, you know, chocolate milk's easy to use because it's quick, convenient, as long as they don't have an intolerance to dairy.